Fujifilm F900 EXR is a small point-and-shoot camera. It has a 16 megapixel sensor and a 20 times optical zoom. It has roughly a 25mm field of view to a 500mm field of view. One of the main reasons I like digicams is the price. And it's not because I don't have professional gear. I do. I use it on professional gigs. The reason digicams work for me is because they turn that professional side of your brain off, or they turn it down just for a little bit. It's perfect for the kind of person who likes to document things, but doesn't like to really overthink it. They want to enjoy what they're doing and capture things along the way. This being about 10 years old, it has some of the upgrades or features that you might find in similar cameras from that time. This is the thing that I find most remarkable about this camera, and how it stands out amongst a lot of modern cameras. It is baffling how far this camera can see, and how clear the photos are for the time the camera was made. Something else that stands out about this point-and-shoot camera is how good the autofocus is. It's fast, it's accurate, and I never felt like I was waiting to get a shot. It just took the shot when I wanted to. One of the main limitations of a camera like this is the battery size. Not only are the batteries quite small at 1100 milliamp hours, they are also old. Since this camera is a decade old, it likely has been charged and recharged many times, meaning that the original initial battery life on this camera is a lot shorter than it was. The camera showed up at my door after winning the eBay auction a lot quicker than I expected. More quick than I was able to buy some replacement batteries or even a charger. That said, I wanted to go out and try this camera, and I had nothing better to do, so I took it out and hoped that the battery that it came with would last the afternoon. Unfortunately, that was not exactly the case. So, of course, I brought a different camera along with me. Let me know if you think you know which photos were taken with my X-T5 versus this 10-year-old F900 EXR. Having a zoom range that is this long allows you to frame and reframe without having to reposition your body. If you think something is in your way, you can just zoom past it, and it being 25mm on the wide end, it gives you a lot of space to work with. The main difference between a camera like this Fujifilm F900, this 10-year-old camera, and a modern travel camera is definitely the price tag and the form factor. Something that I find that is missing in modern cameras is the smallness, the compactness that we used to get. This camera doesn't feel like anything when it's in your pocket. You don't have to worry about other lenses. You really only have to worry about having enough batteries. Something that I think is missing in the world of photography right now are more point-and-shoot cameras. Cameras that are small, they slip into your pocket. And I know some people are thinking, I have my phone for that, and so do I. But I never find using my phone as inspiring as use something that's main function is to take photos. There used to be a bridge between being a professional photographer and being a casual photographer. Cameras that had a lot of the bells and whistles of professional cameras, and also the form factor of something a more casual photographer would like. Coming from a professional world, it is nice to have something to lean on when you don't want to bring all of the gear that you own. I know I'm not the first person to talk about the resurgence of digicams, and I won't be the last, but I do think good information is worth repeating. Digicams have this sense of nostalgia baked into them. they have this idea that photography doesn't have to be professional and you don't have to be professional to be a photographer. But on the other hand, it is something that you can use as a bridge to become a professional if that is your goal. A camera like this isn't going to break the bank. It's not going to make you regret the purchase, I hope. Ultimately, a Digicam, this one or others, can inspire you to create. And I hope that's the overall goal everyone has when they pick up a camera. They get to play in a realm that we don't always get to when we use our phones, because our phones are so much more than just a camera. They have our lives in them, they have our entertainment in them. I know I started off this video by saying this camera is better than your phone, and in a lot of ways it is, but that wasn't exactly truthful, at least fully truthful. The only reason it is better than your phone is because it gets you to actively go out and create. It allows you to be playful. It allows you to have fun again. Digicams offer a sense of escape and nostalgia that can ignite a creative side of ourselves that can be lost in the clutter and overwhelming nature of modern technology. I've been having a lot of fun on this journey, creating this channel and making videos for you. And I hope that you are at least entertained, if not learning something along the way. And until next time, adios.